Richard Maule interview, take one. My name's Richard Maule. I'm from England. I've been living in London for about 10 years now. I've travelled in between, and I've just recently quit my job about 2 months ago. I used to be a primary school teacher, and I've left it to kind of go full time and pursue what I love doing.
Oh yeah, your love is unfair. Wanna beat it, gonna beat it. Oh yeah.
I really started to look at music as something I could do professionally when I was in Australia, which was about 4 years ago. I did lots of different things, but I ended up in this hostel called the Arts Factory, and there was a show on Tuesdays where they would have an open mic. And I played a gig. I've been there for a few months. The guy who introduces the evening said to me, "Have you got any recorded music?" And at this point, I had nothing. And he said to the audience, who were all fairly drunk, so I don't know if it was like the perfect kind of poll to take, but he said, "Who would buy Rich's music if he recorded it?" And everyone put their hand up, and there was like 100 people. So I thought, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna record my stuff. So that started, and I was teaching, and I could kind of tour in the holidays, and it's, you know, you could make it shorter hours. So I was doing music when I was back in the UK, quite full on. But you know, we've only got so much time, and I did that for about 4 years, and I still had that itch of, you know, I'd be at work and I'd be thinking about a song or thinking there's something I wanted to do with music, but I couldn't because I was in this other job, which I love. So it got to that apex moment where I thought, I either need to take that leap to jump, or I never will, and I'll always have that itch. I'll always look back and think, shit, you know, should I have done it? And I'm not that kind of person. I always think, just do it. So yeah, so I finally handed my notice in, and yeah, now I'm doing it full time, and already things are starting to happen. It's funny where if you leave that space, you know, if you leave that space open, then often things fill it. But you need to leave that space. So I'm currently on a tour. I had a gig last night. I was recording my new EP, which is coming out. So if you want to find out more about that, go to all my social media and stuff like that. It'll be out next year.
Come with me, yeah. Walk down to the riverside. Wash your soul clean. Wade into the waters now. Lay your body in me.
I started off doing Sofa Sounds, which is like a global company that organises intimate gigs. So I started off in Frankfurt, and from that, other people wanted to book me to do shows. I did quite a big show, about 350 people sitting on the floor at the Unterhalle. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And from that, loads more gigs, and it's just kind of snowballed. More and more people, you know, now that I've kind of realised I love doing the living room gigs. So I'm going to do that all the way around the world. So if anyone knows anyone who would like to host me doing a show, then they can hit me up on social media. And that's the general plan. The biggest overall plan is just to enjoy it, to have fun. People always ask me, you know, what's the plan? What's the plan? Like, do you want to get signed? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Biggest plan, the main focus is to have fun, enjoy it, be in that moment.
Go down, down, down to the river. Go down.